Hey guys, and welcome to A Chat with Zach, where sometimes I give you guys advice, sometimes I tell you guys some life lessons, and sometimes I tell you guys a story, and sometimes it's all three of those things, because I'm going to tell you guys a story and kind of teach you a lesson at the very end of the story. And today I'm going to talk about how I stood up a girl for the very first time in my very life. And this was when I was way younger. This is when I was like immature and all that kind of stuff. Hey, but hey, I'm still immature right now. But I know the title kind of seems that I'm a very bad person, but I want you to listen to the entire video because you kind of see my thought process and my thinking behind everything. But let's get on with the story from the very beginning. So it was just me chilling with my friends at the mall. You know how I do. We were just mobbing at the mall because we were stupid little kids and we just were messing around. And one of my friends dared me, saying, "Hey, yo, bro, you whack, Zach. I bet you that you won't be able to get that girl's number or any girl's number and then ask them out on a date." And I was like, "Boy, you want to challenge me?" So I was like, "All right, I will try to get a girl's number in the next 25 minutes, and if I'm able to do that," I think he owed me like $1 or something. I don't know, maybe he owed me some food or something. But I was like a confident little kid. I was all like, "Man, I'm so cute. No girl would be able to resist me," even though it's like, I don't even know. I was pretty cocky for a little kid. And when I say little kid, I mean like really like way younger than I am right now. But I went ahead with the challenge and I started looking. It's like, all right, who's my age? Who do you think will say yes to me? Who do I think is cute? Because I was trying to look for the cutest girl to try to ask out on the date or just ask for their phone number. And I keep looking, and I just can't find anybody. I'm either too scared to go up to some people or they're with some other people. And it's like, all right, whatever. But then I see this one girl's like, actually, yo, that redhead over there, she was like a dark redhead, short little girl, but she was like around my age. So I was like, yo, that girl, I think I'm able to get her number. So I went over there. It's like, yo, hey, I'm Zach. How you doing? Yo, I like your dress or whatnot, because I think she was in her dress or whatnot. And I was like, yo, how you doing, man? I didn't say man. I said, how you doing? How's your night? And she was like, it's good. It's kind of random that you went up to me. I was like, yeah, I know, but hey, listen, like, I just cut right to the chase. Yo, listen, I gotta go soon, but, you're pretty cute. Do you think maybe I can get your number and we can talk sometime? It's like, yeah, sure, why not? And, I gave her my number and she gave me her number and it was all good. And then me and my friends decided to leave, and then I think my friend owed me $1, which he still has not given me to this day if he did owe me anything. But moving forth with the story, so I started texting this girl. We were talking, we were a little bit flirty and whatnot, just doing what kids do, when they were pretty young. Just calling each other cute or whatnot. I can't even remember what we said because it's just so irrelevant. But then the time kept moving forward. It's like, hey, so, next week I'm free if you want to go hang out or something. And this is where things got a little kind of weird. And I brought up the thing about hanging out, and she was like, it's kind of weird how I'm kind of going on a blind date with someone. Do you think it's okay if I bring my friends on this date with us? Now, I know her thinking behind it. I know her like logic behind it. But girls, if someone asks you on a date, if a guy that you don't really know that much asks you on a date, even though it's better to go with your friends, just don't invite your friends, because that's just kind of cock blocking it. And it's, even though you guys aren't gonna do anything, it just kind of just ruins the whole mood, because the guy doesn't know your friends and he feels weird even though he's on a date with you, and it feels like more of a hangout session. It just does not fly. So girls, in the future, if a guy asks you on a date, just don't even bring up hanging out with your friends if he comes along. Just go solo with you and him, or just don't go at all. But moving on with the story, she wanted to bring her friends, and I was like, I felt weird about it. I don't know, her friends was like, I'll feel more comfortable if it was just me and you. I promise I won't do anything. And she was like, I don't know, it still feels kind of weird, but okay, it'll just be me and you on this date next Saturday. We can meet up and it'll be all good. I was like, awesome. So it's Friday night, I'm going to bed. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go on this date with her, and it's gonna be awesome. Saturday morning, wake up, get all my stuff together. I'm getting all fresh. I'm getting all ready for this date, and I think we're meeting up at the movies or something. So, I hop in the car, I go and drive there. and I'm gonna meet up with her. Well, going there, it's where it really went downhill. It just went downhill straight off a cliff. So I was texting her, it's like, hey, you know, I'm on my way. You're at the mall, right? And she said, yeah. It's like, hey, you're by yourself, right? You're not with anybody, your friends. And then she texted me saying, no, I'm with 4 of my friends. And then I stopped in my tracks because I was in the mall at this time. I just stopped in my tracks, like, wait a minute. I thought it was just gonna be me and you. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And at this point, I'm like, no, I'm not hanging out with your friends because it's just weird to me. I don't know her friends. It would just be weird. I don't want to hang out with her and a bunch of her friends. It would just be weird, feel uncomfortable for me. So I was like, I thought it was just going to be me and you. And she was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And at one point, it had to have crossed her mind that she was going to the mall to hang out with me and not with her friends. And then she decided, you know what? I'm gonna actually bring my friends over to this date with this guy. So it crossed her mind at one point. She done goofed. She done goofed at one point, and I was like, no, screw that. I'm not gonna go on this date. So I was like, oh wait. I texted her. It's like, oh wait, you know, I have to go do something right now. It's really urgent. It has to be right this second. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to cancel our date, even though I was total bullcrap, even though I was totally lying. And she was like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. And she seemed cool about it, so I was like, alright, I'm out of here. I'm texting one of my real friends and we're gonna go hang out and maybe get some dinner or whatnot. And that's what I did. Texted or messaged one of my friends. We went out, got some whatever, I don't even remember, and haven't talked to that girl since. I still have her number and I just haven't talked to that girl since. So that's the story about how I stood up a girl. It wasn't even really standing up because it's not like I left her alone. She was with 4 of her friends, so she screwed up the date, at least from my side of the story, and she done goofed. She done goofed. So I want to hear your guys' stories about if you've ever stood up a girl or if you've ever been stood up. Being stood up really does suck. That's happened to me, but that's another story for another time. I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave me comments below if you have been stood up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.